Today, SpaceX just checked off a huge box on the road to the Moon and Mars. Starship completed its 11th test flight, launched from Texas, deployed mock satellites in orbit, and capped it with a controlled splashdown in the Indian Ocean. That's a 3 for 3 on the day. Launch, deploy, and land. Let's break it down. I'm keeping this quick and clean so you have the facts fast. Here's the hook. This flight wasn't just about going up and coming back, it was about doing useful work in space and proving you can safely return a giant spacecraft after. From SpaceX's Starbase in South Texas, Starship lifted off on a pillar of flame, clearing the pad and hitting the early milestones on schedule. After stage separation, the upper stage headed to orbit, and for the first time on a Starship test, SpaceX deployed a batch of mock satellites, essentially mass simulators, to validate the doors, mechanisms, and timing they'll need for future payloads. That matters, because deploying satellites accurately is a core business, and for NASA, it's practice for delivering cargo, think landers, habitats, and gear, on deep space missions. Once deployment was done, Starship targeted a controlled re-entry and splashdown in the Indian Ocean. The team's goal: survive the hottest parts of re-entry, stay stable, and hit the zone. Check, check, and check. Starship is the biggest, most powerful rocket ever flown, so every envelope they push teaches engineers something new: heat shield durability, flap control at hypersonic speeds, and how to manage a vehicle this large through atmospheric re-entry. The Indian Ocean splashdown is part of a phased approach. Learn to return reliably before trying precision landings back on land or a ship. Impact. For NASA's Artemis program, this is a legit step forward. NASA plans to use a lunar-optimized Starship as the lander to carry astronauts from lunar orbit down to the surface and back up. To pull that off, SpaceX has to string together a bunch of complex ops, multiple refueling flights in Earth orbit, a lunar transit, landing, and return. Today's demo shows progress on key pieces: on-orbit operations and re-entry confidence. For Mars, think even bigger.